I'm Jenny.
I'm Danielle.
This time of year, it really straddles between winter and spring. You can have days that feel very wintry and cold, whereas you're looking around you and there's like daffodils blooming and everything is getting green. Then there are other days that are really very warm. You might call them unseasonably warm. And yet you look around and everything is still dead and it looks like winter, so you feel funny putting on all your spring clothes. So we're going to talk about the challenge of negotiating that winter-spring straddle.
And maybe you're someone like me where you alternate seasons of your wardrobe, and things go under the bed, things go in other closets, and rotate it. And so you're looking at possibly on a rather warm day in, say, March, all these really heavy sweaters. And it's sort of like, how do you get beyond that and get creative with the things you do have on hand,
right?
Like a light blazer or a t-shirt.
And we're going to talk about a particular situation, which actually was my situation this past weekend. I was headed into New York City to go to the Metropolitan Museum of Art and then out to dinner. So I knew I was going to be doing a lot of walking, needed to be comfortable, but also heading into the city, you kind of want to look stylish.
Absolutely.
Yes. Woo! Okay, so we're going to go through a few outfit options, and I'm actually wearing my first one. This outfit I feel like works for the transitional weather for a couple of reasons. When you're not feeling wintry, you can still wear these light colors that kind of give an atmosphere of spring, but not too springy. This sweater is a wool sweater. So on a chillier day, this completely works. But I also have under it just a white t-shirt. So if I get hot, I can just take this off and go with the t-shirt. The skirt is a velvet, so it is wintry in that sense, and it goes down past my knees to give me a little extra warmth if I need it. But it also, with this bright color, kind of says spring to me.
Definitely.
And same thing with the tights that I'm wearing. These are wool tights if I need that extra warmth. You could also go without the tights if it is a particularly warm day. But the light blue color, it's not too wintry to me. Yes, and I adore these boots. These are Timberland boots that in this indigo color that I could not resist when I saw them, and they made them in a bunch of different very bright, cool colors. But these are both comfortable and interesting looking, and also key in the spring, waterproof.
Oh, very key.
You could do different things on top with this.
Oh yeah.
And I have a couple different options here, which I'll show you. This is just a little blazer with, it's gonna show you closer. It's got brown and a tiny bit of orange stripes with that off-white. And so I've had this trench coat for many, many years. I replaced the buttons when I first got it because they were this hideous gold. So I just put these wood ones on with a little blue design on them. But this just gives you more of like the coverage option, again, if it rains, or also more of the spring color. And yet there are other days when it's
So this is this very basic t-shirt, but it has this great drapey quality to it. It's very breathable, and it's definitely good with a higher waisted pant. Again, if you're small like me, high-waisted works. It just elongates you. One of my struggles, as I said earlier, was the fact that I'm going to have to wear a flat with this look because I'm going to be walking around all day long in the city. I might be at a museum. I'm going to have to stay comfortable. So what I like is a pant that's a little bit shorter on my ankle so that, you get a little bit of an elongation feel. And also a flat that kind of really exposes as much of the foot as possible. And again, it's just a little bit of an optical trick when you're a shorter person. But, the shoes are comfortable. They work well. The t-shirt kind of basic, but it just, makes the whole outfit really easy to spend the whole day.
And it's also lightweight.
Super lightweight.
When it gets warm out, you're set.
Absolutely. And so we'll talk about some layering things here. I love a jean jacket. I feel like it's just got to be a staple in everybody's wardrobe. Now the jean jacket's going to dress this down, and that's the whole point, to kind of be flexible with this look for the day. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to how we're gonna dress it back up. We're gonna pop the collar, because that always takes things from kind of basic to a little bit more elevated. And then just a simple scarf, okay? Just a simple scarf around the neck. It's very light. It's not, we're not in winter kinds of materials here. It's not gonna sweat you out too much.
Yeah.
And I like to sometimes just do it like a long tie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got a little bit of that, flowy feel to it. You can also pull it up and maybe do a little bow action.
Nice.
But again, what this does is it just takes what is a very like dressed down casual look, like a denim jacket, and it just kind of pops it a little bit, makes you feel a little bit more stylish.
Yeah, and mixing those, what they call like the high and low elements.
Yeah.
You always hear stylists telling you to do that. It kind of, it makes your outfit more interesting. It's not totally casual, it's not totally formal, it's got elements of both.
Absolutely. Okay, so just to show you a little bit of variation, the blazer will just take this outfit up a little bit more, but yet it is still super casual. It's a light blazer, it's a light wool, so it will keep you warm if it is one of those chilly days. And again, as we talked about, it's all about layering. This easily comes off, can be draped over your arm.
Don't wear it over your shoulders.
Yeah, I like that, Jen. I like that a lot. Perfect. Yeah. So the blazer is super easy to work with. And again, with the scarf, it's just, it's super elevated. And we can even just to show you the difference, even how you wear your scarf.
Yep.
A little bit more of the black to black, but really easy.
My next outfit I'm not going to put on because it's the one I actually chose when I went to the city, so I could show you this picture of it. These are fun pants. They're like kind of a tuxedo style, but you can see the stripe down the side, which is sparkly, is red on one side and blue on the other. So I chose to bring out the red with this t-shirt, and then I put just a black blazer over it. The pants have a little bit of a pinstripe. I don't know if you can see, it's subtle. And then the blazer it has a diamond sort of sparkly pattern that is like a jacquard weave into the fabric. Because I had kind of fancy pants and fancy jacket, I felt more comfortable going with super casual shoes, sneakers. These are they're not attractive shoes, they're practical shoes. I put blue shoelaces in them, and then my husband was like, you should have put one blue and one red. And I was like, I should have done that next time.
I like how the sneakers, if they were just with like a basic jogger or a jean, it would do nothing. But with the blue laces and this pop of blue here, it just totally makes the outfit work.
That's the thing that I was trying to avoid, is just being a person in sneakers and jeans. I wanted to look a little fancier than that.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you want to talk about your next one?
Sure. Okay, so here I am. Start that over. So my next one, similar theme, and again, these clothes are really comfortable. I want to keep, highlighting that. They might look like on the fancier side, but they're not. They're super comfortable. There's a lot of stretch. There's a lot of give. So what we have here is a basic wide leg crop pant. Again, there's a little, built-in tie, just to dress it up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna pair this with a basic black and white t-shirt. This is a staple, like everyone's got something like this in their wardrobe. If you don't, it's great to have. But if I put this with just a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt, it'd be a little kind of basic. If you go with a stripe, it just kind of makes the outfit feel a little bit more interesting. These are a super light pant. Wouldn't recommend these for the winter months because they are just too light. But once you start hitting March and April, they're so breezy and easy to wear.
And the color is very springy.
Very springy color. I changed up my shoe to, though the black flat would go with this, it would probably just make it feel a little bit too put together. I feel like the leopard print flat just brings a little bit more fun to it. Exactly.
My outfit, this is, well, first of all, the turtleneck I have underneath, this is actually mesh. It's very thin. It's not what you'd think of as a winter turtleneck, and also the color is is a light blue, so it's more springy. It's by a brand called Ghani. You could take this off. You could wear the dress without it. You could also take the leggings off. But if you still need something to keep you warm, or potentially to keep you warm, I have to tell you about the brand of both this dress and these other things that I'm going to be putting on. It's called NFP, which stands for New Form Perspective. And this designer makes the most amazing knitwear. I have a lot of these pieces. They're not cheap, but they are worth the investment. They're all wool and silk and cotton, natural fibers, and the stuff is modular, meaning you can wear it many different ways. This dress came with this piece, which can either be a collar. Let's see if I can, I'm not going to actually do it up, but it looks, you know, something like this, or you can fold it over a little bit, which is super cool.
I love that.
Or it can be a belt. This also has like a fun little pocket right here. And I can't remember whether, I think there's actually a little pocket in the belt too. Very handy. So this is called a sweater shrug. And you can wear this so many different ways. You could just wear it as a basic scarf, you know, put it around your neck. This is more of a wintry look, of course. Or it's designed such that you can put your arms through it. It has sleeves. Lots of these pieces come with these little pins. It actually just kind of looks like a little needle, and you literally just stick it in and out, and it holds the outfit in place. And so there are many other different ways you could style this sweater shrug, but this is one way to do it, and then that gives you the extra warmth if you need it. I also follow runway fashion, and I was looking at the Fendi show for New York Fashion Week for this coming fall, and they had a lot of items that really reminded me of my NFP pieces. So these are two looks from the runway, and you can see this one looks just like the sweater shrug.
Absolutely.
And this one has like a detached sleeve. And NFP also makes these, and so I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right, so here's just one detached sleeve. I have a pair of these, but I'm just going to put one on. Looks pretty cool, right?
It does look pretty cool.
And then you can also layer these. The one I'm wearing is black, but this one is a very dark, like teal or kind of green. So just like the Fendi look, you could put more than one on at once.
So that's really neat.
Even cooler. Yeah. And you could obviously wear them on both arms, but as Fendi did it with just one,
I like it.
It gives you that little extra
Absolutely. And we're in spring, so.
We're in spring! You don't need two sleeves!
Exactly.
When I was at the Met, I saw a lot of people in jeans and boots or sneakers, but I also wanted to mention that I saw one woman who I thought completely nailed the mission that we're talking about here today. She was wearing this fantastic green ensemble. It's a dress. It looks like maybe there's some buttons up the front. She had these chunky boots, so presumably those were fairly comfortable. I loved the green matching bag. And then obviously, the thing that kind of makes the outfit is this not quite matching hat. It was like a little bit of an olivey chartreuse kind of color, and it just popped. It's all about the hat.
Yeah.
That's all we've got. Thanks for watching. We hope this has given you some great ideas for how to style things.
Absolutely. And also, as you're kind of running into this transitional time of year where you might not have accessibility to all of your warm weather clothes and still way too much, cold weather clothes in there, hopefully some ideas to sort of, get you through these couple months.
Yep. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So I've changed.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep rolling with it. We need a little bit of that anyways, right? We need some of that. Right. Yes.